Namaskar. Hello everyone. RVD here and a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. So we are in my playlist Programming in C#, and here's the next video for you, video number 10. We will be starting with the simple program. Okay, so the aim here is to have a very simple addition of two integers program, and for that what we are supposed to be aware of is how do we do reading of an input from user and how do we display the output. So I'll just quickly cover that much part and we can head towards the program. Okay, once we do this, you can very well practice it on your own machine, and then we can try doing some small simple programs. I can give you some questions also so that you can try yourself, and that's how we'll be going ahead. So how do we do input reading from the user? So reading input. Suppose we've taken an example of reading an integer. Okay, so see, console.readLine is the function which is capable of reading anything in the string format. So even if you are saying enter an integer to the user, what user will enter will get read as a string. But we are aware that what user is supposed to enter is a integer. So we can convert that string into integer using the inbuilt conversion functions. So overall reading an integer looks like this. Convert.toInt32. Convert is a class and it contains a function called toInt32, which will convert the given string or the string read from the user into our standard int, which is 4 bytes. That is what int32 means. Okay, it's a standard .NET frameworks architecture. So int32 is nothing but int. Will have int16, which will be nothing but your short because it's 2 bytes and so on. Okay, so what is happening here are the two separate steps which are combined. Console.readLine is expecting something from the user. So whatever you type and when you enter, it will be read as a string. And that string is directly passed to the toInt32 function, which will convert that string into an integer, and that will be stored in A. That's how the integer would be read. Now this would be successful only when the integer or the user, whatever input user has given, in a valid integer. It's very simple to understand that likewise we'll have different conversion functions. This will remain same. So if we want to read a float, let's say we'll have float x equal to convert.toFloat in bracket console.readLine, convert.toDouble in bracket console.readLine, and so on. Okay, let's move on to output. So I want to display an integer again. Let's say int a is 23. It's already been assigned, or maybe you can say it's a integer, something which is being created as a result. So console.writeLine, value of a is double quotes complete, and we can then place an argument with plus a. So it's a Java style which also can be used in C#. Console.writeLine, write line and write, the difference is write line will display it and will go on the next line, whereas write will stay on the same line. Okay, so value of a is will be displayed as it is because it is in double quotes with the space, and a, which is outside quotes, will be replaced by its value, and just to combine it together we've got plus. Okay, if I want to work with the argument style, then we can go ahead with the second style, console.writeLine, value of a is, and just because it's a single argument which starts with 0, if I would have had two arguments, it would have been in brace 0, in another brace it would be 1. Okay, so currently as we go ahead you will be doing programs where we'll have multiple arguments. Currently it will be like value of a is in that 0, and now I have to provide the argument for it, which is comma a. See the difference here, there is no plus because we are not concatenating, rather we are replacing this by the corresponding argument. So it is like a old C programming style, if at all you are aware of. Value of a is %d, and then that %d will be replaced by its corresponding argument. Okay, so that is how we can take input and we can display output. Now let us go ahead and have a simple addition of two integers program which will give you how to use all these things for programming purpose in C#. Okay, so I've kept the complete environment ready as usual. So you can see we've got a sample file. So namespace is sample public class program static void main with string args. Okay, now first thing I need to do is I need to display to the user that you're supposed to enter two integers. So console dot write line, and in double quotes I can display the message. So enter two integers. As I'm using write line, I don't have to put /n, otherwise we can use /n also like we generally do. Now how do I do reading? So I can declare a variable int a. As we've already seen, it will be convert dot, you can see the drop down to int 32. Okay, and in that you will have console dot read line. Okay, because it's a 2022, you get a lot of ready-made suggestions, you can use them. Int b equal to, okay, so I've read a and b. Now I've got two integers read from the user. Now what I need to do is I need to add them, and that will be my result. So you can declare a variable if you wish to. Even if you don't, you can directly do the addition as a part of the output. Okay, so yeah, this is the normal one we'll do. Let us have some message also being displayed. So addition is equal to, and as I said, I'm using the first format, that is by adding C along with plus. Okay, this is a simple addition program. Enter two integers. I've read A, I've read B, I've added them in C, and finally I'm displaying my output as C. Okay, so let us save this, let us compile and execute. Okay, so we get enter two integers. So let us enter some values, let's say 10 and 20. See, we make sure to give only one input or one value on one line, because you're using console.read line. So if I give 10 space 20, it will take up that completely and it will try to convert, which is not a valid integer, 10 space 20. So it has to be one on each line. So you can see we get a output being printed properly, addition equal to 30. So that's it. That's a very simple program to start with. If you pause it, you try to do it on your own machine and get how it works, it'll be a beautiful practice for you. Okay, so that's the basic aim of this particular video. So what we have done here is we've tried doing a simple C# program, that is addition of two integers. For that, we have learned how to take input from the user using the console.read line, doing the proper conversion by convert.toInt32. Then we had seen how to display the output to the user, and then we had opened a Visual Studio editor, Visual Studio 2022, which is now available freely, and we have done our first program. We've written it, we've compiled, and we have executed successfully. Okay, that was the aim of this video. So that's it from my side. Thank you and a happy learning.